This just in.
There has been a homicide investigation in the Maloney household as Officer Jack Noonan reports Chief Executive Patrick Maloney dead at the crime scene.
Here we have Becky Gillies interviewing Jack Noonan at the crime scene.
Here we stand in this tragic situation as I'm here with the officer in charge of the Maloney case, Jack Noonan. So Officer Jack Noonan, what have you discovered in this crime scene?
Well, once we arrived in the crime scene, the house was distorted, and there was a strong scent of alcohol. Knowing Patrick personally, he consumed alcohol when he was tense or stressed out. We believe that the murder may have had a personal connection which could have led to the death of Patrick. We also received evidence from the detectives that the certain weapon that made Patrick unconscious was a large heavy metal object, which had fractured his skull and left him dead on the crime scene. The detectives have also found a sample of frozen blood.
Now, Mary Maloney, the wife of the late respected officer, how is she coping with this incident, especially with her current state of pregnancy?
Well, she was certainly in a shocking state, as she was not aware of the situation after she left the house to get an errand.
I see. Now to Bill with the neighbor and the witness of the Maloney incident.
Thank you, Becky. How are you, Angela?
I'm great, how are you?
Now, can you give us some input or information on this Maloney case?
Well, first of all, the Maloneys were supposed to come over for dinner yesterday as Mary promised to bring her famous lamb chop dish. However, all of a sudden I was washing my dishes and suddenly I heard them fighting, but suddenly ended.
This is going to be a bit of a shock to you, I'm afraid. But I've thought about it a good deal, and I've decided the only thing to do is tell you the right way.
I heard Patrick saying he was leaving her. I look across and see Mary hitting Patrick. However, knowing how Mary is a sweet and loving and devoted wife, I phoned to just make sure. As I called, she seemed very tense. And immediately she told me that the dinner was canceled because Patrick was feeling ill.
That sounds very strange. Thank you, Angela, for your time, and let's get back to the studio.
She's a murderer.
No, she isn't.
Yes, she is. Clearly, Angela, the witness, heard and saw Mary hit Patrick with a lamb chop.
This is completely false because Mary is a loyal, devoted wife. She's pregnant, and she just lost her husband that she just loves so dearly.
Wait, what? This just in. Officers have been viewing footage and have come to a conclusion that Mary is guilty for murdering her husband and will be sent to a mental asylum.
This is just ridiculous. I don't believe this nonsense.
You fell for it! You fools ate the evidence I hit Patrick with! Wait, what about my baby?
Ma'am, please remain silent. Wow, that was a plot twist. The detectives call it the lamb to the slaughter case, as Patrick was like a lamb, as his death was unpredicted, and Mary hit him with a lamb chop. Who knew this so-called perfect wife, who was caring and devoted, suddenly turned into a perfect murderer?
Whereas appearances can be deceived, especially in this tragic and unfortunate case. Good night, and remember, people are not always who they seem to be, so be careful. This is Faria
and Zamilla,
signing out,
and this is News Now.